What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Clear the Ice. I'm your host, Mike Laro. Flyers get crushed tonight, 6-2 at home. Lackluster performance, guys. Lackluster. That's all I can say about that. It was bad. It was bad from start to finish. Literally, the Rangers would put 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second, or 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second, and they would put this one away like early. It would get started by Noah Lava would score 104 into the first period, putting the Flyers up 1-0 as a wrist shot beats a screened Dan Vladar. And I'm sorry, Vladar, for as good as he's been tonight, he was horrible. Coming up next at the 13:07 mark, Mika Zibanejad with a snapshot puts the Rangers up 2-0 in this first period. And it would stay like that up until the 19:23 mark of the first period on a power play. Alexei Lafreniere would score with Zibanejad and Trocheck. Robertson and Cardle would have the assist on goal number one. Lafreniere and Garibitov would have the assist on the second goal, and on the third goal, it would be Zibanejad and Troche. Get ready to listen to those guys because you would hear their names again. 3-0 Rangers after one. It would go to the second, and Matvey Michkov would get the Flyers on the board at the 3-minute, 54-second mark of the second period with a wrist shot from Drysdale and Zegras, cutting the lead to 3-1, but that would be about as close as the Flyers would get, man, because they were dead tonight. They were so dead. They did pepper the puck later on, but it just didn't matter. Tonight it was all about the Rangers and the way they came in, and they just beat this Flyers team. They took 3 out of 4 games this season, but continuing on with the second period, Gabe Perreault would score with the 6:40 time mark from Trocheck and Fox, giving the Rangers a 4-1 lead. Zibanejad would score. That was a power play goal for Perreault. Also, Zibanejad would score his second, another power play goal, putting the Rangers up 5-1 with Perreault and Trocheck at the 18:40 mark, and then literally just 20 seconds later, Carlisle with Guevara and Laba putting them up 6-1 at the 19-minute mark on a tip-in, making it 6-1 as they would head into the third period, being down 6-1. Sean Couturier would score at the 15:28 mark of the third period. Flyers really couldn't get much going in this game as he would score, of course, Grabankin and Glendeling with the assist and the helpers on that, cutting the lead to 6-2. And that's how it would stay, guys, tonight. And I'll tell you what, this was a really, really bad game by the Flyers. It really was. Defensively, they were out of position. They just looked like they were chasing around the Rangers all night. And they really didn't take advantage of, they didn't take advantage of their power play other than the one goal. The Michkov goal was the was the lone power play goal for them. Shots on goal was 34-27 Flyers. Face-offs were 54 to 45% in favor of the Flyers. Power play, this is where was the difference tonight. The Rangers were 3 for 4 on the power play with the man advantage tonight. Flyers 1 for 3. So 75% for the Rangers, 33% for the Flyers. Flyers had 8 penalty minutes. Rangers had 6. Flyers almost doubled the Rangers in hits, 32-17. Block shots, 11-8 Flyers. Giveaways, Rangers had 12, Flyers had 10. Takeaways, Rangers had 4, Flyers had 3. With that being said, it was the Rangers taking 3 of 4 of this season series as they won 5-4 back in December. January, they won 6-3. Flyers won just about a week ago, 3-2, and then tonight 6-2 in favor of the New York Rangers. Your 3 stars of the game is simple. Vincent Trocheck with 3 assists was your 3rd star of the game. Alexei Lafreniere was your 2nd star tonight with 2 points, a goal, and an assist. And Mika Zibanejad with 2 goals and 1 assist for 3 points. They are your 3 stars of the game. Just a lackluster performance for the Flyers. It really is. And, they had a chance, man. The more I keep trying to give this team a chance, the more I keep seeing that they just keep letting us down. And, they just don't have the offense. That's all there is to it. There's if their goaltending's not standing on their head, they're not going to win many games. Let's get into I'm going to get into the scores from around the National Hockey League tonight as we go through them. Right now, in the second period, with about just over 11 minutes left, it's the Mammoth 2, the Blackhawks 1. At the end of the first intermission, Canucks and Senators are scoreless. In Columbus, the Blue Jackets lose to the Kings 5-4 in overtime, and it was the Capitals beating the Flames 7-3. So there are your games for tonight. Tomorrow, you got 13 games on hand. Kicking it all off early with Kings and Bruins, Sharks and Sabres. That's right, the first place Buffalo Sabres. Montreal and Toronto kick off in Montreal tomorrow at 7. Also, Blue Jackets and Lightning, Red Wings and Panthers, Flame and Rangers. Rangers get to go home and play a back-to-back. Penguins at the Hurricanes, Islanders at the Blues, Golden Knights at the Stars, Mammoth at the Wild, Ducks and Jets play, Oilers and Avalanche, and then the Predators and Kraken. So that is your on tilt for tomorrow. Right now, your 3 leaders in the 2 divisions in the Atlantic: Buffalo with 84 points, with a 39-19 record. They are in first place. Tampa Bay, 39-19 as well for 82. The Red Wings, 36-21 with 79. In the Atlantic, in the Metropolitan, it is Carolina with 86 points, Pittsburgh with 78, New York with 77, Montreal with 78, the Bruins with 76. They are the 2 wild card teams. And right behind them, you have the Blue Jackets with 74, Washington and Ottawa with 71, the Flyers at 69, the Devils at 66, Panthers 65, and then with the Rangers at 58. So there's your Eastern Conference standings right now as we go through this, as we lead up, coming up. So there is your standings for tonight as we get ready to get set. This is our schedule for the week. That's right. So that big game against Washington in South Philadelphia will be Wednesday night. That's right. Matty B will be on the call with that. He'll be doing a little bit of double duty, right? I think Matty's off for the next couple days. So he will be doing double duty for Capitals and, of course, his show, The Final Word. I will be back Thursday. Matty will be back on Saturday to take on those Columbus Blue Jackets. Robert checking in saying, good evening. Good evening, Robert. It's a tough one, man. It was a tough one. Ricky Deal checking in saying, go Flyers. So make sure you guys tune in coming up. Like I said, we have that going on. We also have, this is our schedule for the week, as you see right here. Tomorrow is just Gridiron Weekly. The Final Word returns Wednesday night, and Matty B will have you for the postgame. No Matty B tonight. As he said, he would not be back until Wednesday. So, again, we'll be double dipping for Matty B. On Thursday, it'll be the Final Word with Matty B, and then yours truly will be on Clear the Ice as the Flyers go to Minnesota. Al returns on Friday for Friday Night Frenzy, and then the best of the week of It's a Wrap Sports. Whatever show you missed on here will be replayed on Saturday, and then Matty B will have the post game for the Blue Jackets, and then it kicks back over to Philly AM Sports and the Final Word next Sunday. So there's been a lot happening going on here, but the Flyers lose tonight again 6-2, and they're falling by the wayside, man. Falling by the wayside, and again, not enough shots on net, not enough shots at the goaltender tonight. Uh, you know, the goaltender tonight for was Kristichin. I want to say his name right, which is the guy that was in net for the Rangers. Where is he at? Rangers. Yeah, Shesterkin. There you go. He ended up with a 941 save percentage, 32 saves out of 34 shots. Where on the other hand, bad night for Dan Vladar as he gives up all 6 goals. Sam Harrison actually came in relief and got 3 saves on 3 shots. So Dan Vladar with a 750 goals against average tonight. So that one was really rough as we're going on. Joe Hale checking in. What's going on, Joe? Again, make sure you guys tune in. Again, Maddie will not be on tomorrow. He will be back Wednesday. I'm pretty sure he'll be doing a lot talking about the current situation of the Eagles. A lot of birds leaving the nest today. So I'm pretty sure he'll be touching on that come Wednesday night, as well as doing the Flyers game as well. So of course you have the World Baseball Classic. You have the Phillies still doing their spring training. So I mean, you have a lot going on here in this month of March. So with that, I mean, let's take a look. I want to give you a little score right now. USA right now in the bottom or top of the 6th. It is 5-0 USA in this game. So just to give you guys a heads up, just give you guys a little heads up on that score. And speaking of baseball, that's right. Speaking of baseball, Sunday, March the 22nd at 2 p.m. That's right. The season preview show. Myself, Al, and Matty B. We will be jumping in and talking about those fighting Phils. Jesus Luzardo today inks a 5-year extension with the Phillies. So it's getting close to that time, guys. It's right as the Flyers are starting to fade. The Phillies are starting to come back. So we'll be definitely Joe Hesson, what did you think of the Flyers deadline deals? I did not like them at all. I understand Danny Briere's position. A lot of people want Risto out of here, Ristolainen out of here. I don't blame Danny Briere for not giving them away. They had a certain price stuck for Ristolainen, and they were willing to stand by that. So they made some minor moves. The kid that got traded for Bobby Brink, the defenseman, actually had a goal in the game yesterday for the Phantoms as they came back from a 4-0 deficit. So it was good to see. Again, Delorier just got traded for some picks, and then they kind of swapped out AHLers, between us and the Bruins. We swapped out 2 of their AHLers for 2 of ours. So again, it was minimal deals. Maddie's been kind of on this thing about getting rid of Mitchkov during the offseason. I'm not sold on that either. You don't go and get a guy of his caliber, so it'll definitely be ready for that. Joe says, is the Phillies thing going to be live or taped? No, Joe, from what I understand, it will be live. I know we did the Phillies post game kind of late this year. Season in review, we kind of did that a little late because of our other duties here at the network. If you know, once football season hits, not only do I have Flyers, I cover the Eagles as well. I also do Penn State football, which that's going to be a weekly show now, and I also do props, locks, and parlays. So I'm kind of all over the place during that time. Maddie's all over the place. So again, we will be usually gets taped, but usually the other show. The preview show is usually pretty live, and I know me and Al said that we would be around for that. So it'll be following us on that day right after our show. We'll probably get off, have a couple hour break, and then have to come back on and get ready to talk some Phillies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But big day in Philadelphia sports. I know Maddie's not on to talk about it. I will cover it a little bit tonight, like I said, with the Flyers losing on this one. But also, you can't deny what really kind of happened today with the other sports. I noticed the Flyers post-game show, but I'm just going to kind of go off a little bit because there is no Maddie B. There was no Maddie B tonight. So with that being said, there was definitely a, Eagles got some bigger holes to fill. As like I said, some birds flew to the nest. World Baseball Classic again. USA up 5-0 right now in the top of the sixth inning against Mexico. And the Flyers just took one really badly on the chin. So that's kind of your little update here for Philly sports for today. Guys, I just want to make sure I let you guys know, again, on Wednesday, it will be Matty B. He will be on live right after the final whistle. Also, he will probably be doing his show, which is the final word. So he'll probably be in the middle of that before he has to transfer over and do the whatchamacallit, before he has to come over here and do clear the ice. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. So again, guys, Flyers lose 6-2 to the Rangers. They're back at it Wednesday night against those Washington Capitals. Like I said, Maddie, I'll have you on the call. I will have you Thursday for the Minnesota Wild, and then I will be back on Sunday with Al. And Al comes back this Friday night. I'm pretty sure he'll have a lot to say. And what will the Eagles do? Will they respond in free agency? Will they fill the holes that are now been left voided by the departures of Jalen Phillips, the Kobe Dean, Jahan Dotson, and Reed Blankenship? So we'll have to just wait and see. But until then, you guys have a great night. Again, Flyers lose 6-2. And I will see you Thursday. Maddie will be back Wednesday for both. See you guys then. Have a great rest of your evening.